So, Rich, now getting ready for this four-way to determine the #1 contender for the Oubteak Championship. First up is Austin Tyler Morris, and you got to figure these guys are going to put everything on the line in order to get a shot at that title against the winner tonight from Chris Caliber and Jeremy Hadley.
Wow, Casey, the crowd really does not like ATM at all.
Well, the crowd generally isn't into little punks, but that being said...
They like the 8-bit punks.
That's true. That is very, very much so true. And Austin Tyler Morris, alongside picture-perfect Jordan Cage, got a shot at the titles. We're going to at this show. Unfortunately, it was postponed, but you got to figure they're in line for the titles. Zachary Wentz coming out now, the Prodigy, a guy who last show, in I think one of the better matches in the history of Emerge, that three-way with Maverick and Donnie, and this guy really, really impressed me.
He was, I'll say this, he was very different. I haven't seen a style like his in a while, and now he's just laying up against the rope.
Yeah, he's for the speed and the dexterity that he has, he's abnormally lanky, I would say. Reminds me of, for instance, a guy like Angelico from Lucha Underground and AAA. Really, really makes good use of the ring and his, as they say, educated feet. And speaking of guys that are abnormally speedy for their particular body, here we have the greatest show on earth, Trevor Court. In my opinion, one of the most promising stars here in Emerge, of course, part of the Triple C's. This guy is impressive. We've seen Trevor Court do a lot of things that somebody his size should not be able to do, including one of my favorite moves that have ever been pulled off, that cutter on the apron just a couple months ago to Cole Radrick. It looked like he had gone and killed both of them, but he's here today, putting it all on the line for the Oubteak title.
Representing the Triple C, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the greatest show on earth, Trevor Court.
And the final competitor in this match is one of those guys that the Emerge fan base cannot seem to get enough of, that being beautiful Bret Havoc. He has been one of the fastest rising stars here in Emerge, and he is ready to try to get his shot at the Oubteak Championship as you hear the crowd go crazy for him. Definitely a popular young star, Rich.
Honestly, I was really impressed when I first saw him wrestle just a few months ago, Casey. I mean, I was really impressed with his moveset and just how he goes about when he's in the ring.
Yeah, he's your typical young, small guy. He can fly around, but he's abnormally powerful for his size and his technical acumen as well. This guy is no slouch in the ring, as are none of these guys slouches in the ring, as you see here, Bret pandering to his fan base. And I'll say this, we'll try to keep track of all of the action here, but it is going to definitely be hard to do because this match promises to be one of the most fast-paced, high-flying matches in Emerge history. As I said earlier, the fans in love with beautiful Bret Havoc here, and a lot of popular guys in this matchup. But the most popular guy, the ring announcer, Chris Lowe. Take it away. So as we get started here in this match, Rich, who do you think has the advantage here? We've got power, we've got speed, we've got technical acumen from all of these guys.
It's hard to say because they're all very equally matched. I mean, I don't want to pick any favorites, but I think Austin Tyler Morris has a chance here, and he was my pick at the beginning.
Either way, all four men here ready to get going, and it's always interesting in these four-way matches to see how it's going to go. Pairing off here are the men. Zachary Wentz going after Bret Havoc, ATM going after Trevor Court. Trevor Court getting a little bit of the best of him here, as is Bret Havoc. Zachary Wentz. Big chop from beautiful Bret Havoc, and now looks like he's going to whip him off. Yes, into the ropes. Big clothesline. Zachary Wentz ducks under, handspring back into a huge knee from Zachary Wentz, and Bret Havoc is out of the ring. Court whipping ATM off. Eat defeat here from ATM as Zachary Wentz goes out with a huge double axe handle. Big clothesline here from Austin Tyler Morris. And now uncharacteristic here from Austin Tyler Morris, perhaps setting up for a dive. This isn't his style. And he was going for it here, but Trevor Court said, F that, I'm getting out of the way as quickly as possible. And ATM made him pay for it with a huge right hand. Over on the other side, Bret Havoc has gotten the best of Zachary Wentz and back into the ring. And we know this guy's not afraid to fly off into the ropes, off, tope, over the top, and he lands on his feet.
All right, that was pretty cool.
And now Bret Havoc perhaps taking a little bit too much time to get his crowd reaction back over to the two men here. Hopefully he'll be able to take advantage, and it looks like it's Zachary Wentz's turn here, setting up. Off into the ropes he goes, turns around, back moonsault here over the top rope down to the floor, and the only guy that's not down is Trevor Court, and it looks like Trevor Court now getting ready to take to the skies. This is what we were talking about before, Rich. This big man can fly. Now up to the top rope, perhaps looking for a drop kick. Oh, but Lord! ATM up to the top and promptly cutting off all of the momentum of Trevor Court, and now setting up for perhaps a superplex. Superplex, some people forget, one of the most dangerous moves in the game, but Bret Havoc may be breaking it up, and it looks like we might have an old-fashioned Tower of Doom here. Back off, and now pulling Austin Tyler Morris away, and Trevor Court is setting up here on the top rope. Blockbuster over the top. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, I don't know who in the ring is still like able to move, Casey, but they all look like.
Oh my God.
I don't think ATM's walking away from that one.
And that's what we're talking about. These guys are here to put everything on the line. Bret Havoc, the first back to his feet. And it looks like now all three men getting beautiful running face washes here from Bret Havoc. Bret Havoc is in control of this match here early. And that had to take a lot out of all four men, but Bret Havoc is the one now who has taken advantage and now playing a little game with the crowd, seeing who gets the next running face wash, I would believe. Now Jason Stone, get out of the way. Off into the ropes he goes, and a beautiful running face wash there. Trevor Court, or ATM, it looks like he's next. Building up ahead of steam, off into the ropes. One for ATM, and good Lord, he almost just kicked me in the face.
I'm just going to move my drink again.
Yeah, you might want to move your drink. It looks like Trevor Court isn't safe either. Bret Havoc off into the ropes, running face, what? No, gets caught. Roll up here from Trevor Court, one. Only a one count, and now power bombing him with one hand into the turnbuckle. Huge power move from Trevor Court. Missing with the back elbow here, off into the turnbuckle he goes, whipped back over after the Shining Wizard, and another knee to the face. Zachary Wentz loves the kicking offense. And now a tornado-style elbow here from Austin Tyler Morris, and good Lord, these guys are putting everything on the line as Bret Havoc tries to take it to ATM here. Two men trying to get the best of one another, and it appears that Bret Havoc is doing so. Trevor Court, however, back to his feet. Going for it is Bret Havoc, but caught with a huge backbreaker from Trevor Court, and these guys are taking everything out of each other here in this match. Zachary Wentz now begging Trevor Court to turn around, and he does so, whips him off into the turnbuckle, goes for another Shining Wizard, but off onto the apron goes Zachary Wentz, and Trevor Court taking it to him, looking for that cutter there, I think, on the apron, but Zachary Wentz gets the best of him, springboards into a code breaker, and good Lord, this match is fantastic. ATM back to his feet, as well as the Prodigy Zachary Wentz. Beautiful neck breaker there on the knee from ATM, and he doesn't have a flashy offense, but he has certainly an effective one, but caught by a sidekick there from Bret Havoc, and now ATM looks like he's in the wrong position if you're in a match with Bret Havoc. Up to the top rope, Bret goes. Let's see what he's got. 450 splash connects, and that could be it. 2, 3, and Bret Havoc. Bret Havoc is your #1 contender for the Oubteak Championship, Rich.
Wow, Casey, I'm at loss for words because one, half the match I didn't know what was going on. There was...
Wow.
Just, I'm at loss for words. This was honestly an amazing match.
And I wish honestly these four guys could have fought forever here, but when it comes down to it, one person has to come out on top, and that one person in this case is beautiful Bret Havoc. Now he will get a match next month against the winner of Chris Caliber and Jeremy Hadley tonight. All four of these guys, though, you have got to give a lot of respect to. These guys put everything on the line when it came to this match. And it looks like Bret now talking to Zachary, saying, I got the best of you there. Zachary now looks like about to get back in the ring, maybe.
Nope, he thought that. He
thinks better of it. He has already lost once tonight. He does not want to lose against a guy who's got a ton of momentum right now. Headed back to the back is Zachary Wentz, and Bret Havoc now celebrating with his fans. And Rich, this night of action is not over. We have still got so much here tonight, and I cannot wait. A Merge 14 trilogy continues.
So congratulations on being the #1 contender for Oubteak. Tell me about your match with Chris Caliber next month.
You know, when I debuted here, one of my first matches, actually it may have been my first, I don't know. I mean, this place, this atmosphere is just amazing. But one of my first matches here was against Chris Caliber. We were kind of on different sides of the spectrum. I mean, he wasn't exactly the nicest guy to work with, and I was here, you know, as a fill-in. So, I mean, everyone was expecting someone else that night. They got me. They accepted me, you know, and I was thankful for it. Chris and I, we had an amazing match. Unfortunately, you know, it didn't exactly go as planned on my end, but I know what we're capable of, the both of us, and it's going to be an amazing match. I don't doubt that.
Awesome.
Richie, now we have a chance to be part of history here as we are about to lend our voices to an historic moment in a Merge history. This will be the first ever match for the Women's Championship.
Out here. Our next match of the evening is for the Merge Women's Championship.
we heard Dave Dynasty say just now, certainly an historic moment here for Emerge.
Man, that crowd just does not like Toby Lee.
Surprising amount of cheers that time for Toby Lee. And now out comes the most popular woman in Emerge by far in Karma. And most people believe, including yourself, Richie, that she is the favorite to win this match here against Kelly Klein. And you got to figure either way, this is going to be a hard-fought match.
I think Karma proved to us just a few months ago that she was an excellent wrestler. She and Nikki Mariani, got to give my love to Nikki, but Karma got the best of her that round. And I believe Karma has what it takes to take on Kelly this match.
I believe anybody can beat anybody any given night, and from what I've seen from Kelly Klein, elsewhere she is a fantastic competitor, but I believe if anybody can take her down, then Karma absolutely can. My pick personally does go to Kelly, but with that being said, you have got to believe that Karma has a very legitimate shot at this championship, and now that is awesome. My niece just gave she just gave Karma a kiss on the cheek. That's excellent. Yeah, that's one of the things that people absolutely love about Karma. She is always there for people. She always takes time to talk to her fans. And she very, very legitimately is a sweet person, and you've got to respect that. But she most certainly is not a very nice person in the ring. She is willing to beat the crap out of anybody, especially in such an historic moment as this for the Emerge Women's Championship.
Oh, there's the crowd chanting for Karma.
That being said, however, coming out next will be Kelly Klein, who we've not seen before here in Emerge, but has certainly made her name elsewhere, including a small upstart promotion named ROH. She wrestles in Women of Honor, and she is undefeated in ROH. She is a technical marvel. She is coming out here, and she has her game face on, Rich. And now one thing to point out is these two women have a whole lot of respect for one another, but respect is not going to help anybody here in this case. Tail of the tape here between the two women. Karma will have a little bit of a quickness advantage when it comes to Kelly Klein, but Kelly Klein will have a definite power advantage, which we'll probably see come into play really early here. Kelly Klein has a unique blend of jiu-jitsu and Greco-Roman style wrestling, plus just pure power and athleticism. She is definitely a marvel when it comes to stepping between those two ropes, and it'll be incredibly interesting to see who here is going to come out on top. Two women here about to lock up for the most historic match in Emerge history, and that power is coming into play here early, Rich.
Wow, she just took Karma and just threw her. I don't know. Karma might be in some trouble.
Yeah, like I said, she definitely has a power disadvantage here, and Karma is not going to be able to go toe-to-toe with Kelly. She is going to have to figure out something different here if she wants to win this match. But Karma always quick to think on her feet, always here to try to find an advantage, and that is exactly what she is trying to do. Lock up again, the two ladies, back off into the turnbuckle, not off her feet this time is Karma, but Kelly Klein definitely showing her power. Now be looking out for Kelly Klein's end of the match. That is a guillotine choke that she puts on, and when she puts it on, you'll know it because it will be the end of the match. Roll up here, barely even got a 1 count. Drop kick here from Karma, and another one. Kelly Klein is out of this match, and like I said, Karma is going to have to rely on her quickness here. She cannot match her in power.
Looks like Karma's not going to really let her get back into the ring.
Yeah, I mean, Karma here has to stay on the offensive, has to try to get into the mind of Kelly Klein, which Kelly Klein, when she's in that ring, is pretty much emotionless. It's really hard to get the best of her as far as mentally. But with that being said, she has got to figure out how to do it, but Kelly here 1 step ahead of Karma. And a near fall already here. And a huge K-line here from Kelly Klein. This is amazing. All that we said before this match, I never expected Karma to be manhandled, or I guess woman-handled in this way. Kelly Klein is incredibly impressive so far. Whip off into the ropes from Kelly Klein. Whipped her so hard it kind of ricocheted her into the canvas there. Richie, I think Karma's in trouble here.
Karma.
And now here into a submission is Kelly Klein, and Karma trying to fight back here. A couple elbows to the ribs. Take away your ability to breathe, take away your ability to fight. And now building an offensive here against Kelly Klein. Maybe I spoke too soon.
And it's just like you said, Casey. Any given wrestler can win on any given night. So I'm sure Karma could find a way to outsmart Kelly.
Oh, definitely. Never lose hope until the match is over. But here into what appears to be an incredibly painful camel clutch from Kelly. Oh my Lord. The human body is not supposed to bend like that. And that's the thing here. Kelly Klein has been very clear about the fact that she's not here to win the match. She's here to decimate whoever she's in the ring with, respect or not. And these two women have been friends outside the ring for a long time, but I think that friendship might be coming to an end here because Kelly Klein, and no, a roll up here. 2 count only. Kelly Klein back on the offensive here with kicks straight to the head of Karma. And now picking up Karma into a huge slam is Kelly Klein, and now going for the cover. 2 count, and Richie.
Karma's definitely in trouble. She looks like she's in some excruciating pain.
I mean, we exist in a world where JD Mariani is our emerged champion. We have seen the most powerful of all of the power, but I don't think I have ever, JD included, seen a power display as impressive as this one here from Kelly Klein, at least in relation to her opponent. Now up into a scoop slam position here, and now a huge sidewalk slam there from Kelly Klein. Looks like Karma was able to reverse it just a hair. Both of these women are down here.
You got to get that crowd chanting for Karma, boost her will to get back
Yeah,
up.
if Karma is going to win, it is going to be through adrenaline and adrenaline alone here. Her body has taken so much damage here in this match. Just even in a short match here with Kelly Klein. Karma fighting her way back to her feet, as is Kelly Klein. Two women now trading shots, and I think this is one battle that Karma might be able to stand toe-to-toe with. She packs a mean right elbow. And now getting the best here of Kelly, whipping her off into the ropes. Off into the ropes she goes, and getting her here with a huge clothesline, building a bit of an offensive here. Off into the ropes goes Kelly Klein. Back again, back elbow here from Karma. Karma's building some momentum. And another clothesline takedown style. And Karma here is fighting through all of the pain that she has endured here in this match. Now taking right hands to the face of Kelly Klein. But getting caught up. And the only way from here to go is down. And Karma kicking out, surprisingly, but
Karma's a fighter.
yeah, she's going to keep fighting until she is unconscious, which might come with the end of the match. But with that being said, I mean, Kelly with another huge backbreaker there, and all of that momentum that Karma had, all of that she had done is gone, and now Kelly could have had the pin there, but she pulled Karma's shoulders off the canvas. I have never seen anything like this before. And Karma now trying to fight back, has her in a reverse guillotine choke here, trying to just cut off the blood flow to the head, because the only way you're going to beat Kelly Klein, it looks like, is if she's unconscious. Crowd now screaming for Kelly Klein to tap out, but it looks like it's not happening. Fighting her way back to her feet and fighting her way out of the guillotine choke here. And now, suplex buster here from Kelly Klein, rolling her over, and she's locked in the end of the match. The end of the match is locked in, got it cinched in, and Kelly Klein is your new Emerge Women's Champion. Just like that, Karma trying to build up a head of steam, but Kelly Klein, it was almost as if Kelly Klein was choosing the moment she took out Karma. Kelly Klein decided that she was done playing games and just choked her out.
And it looks like Karma's pretty hurt.
Yeah, she is definitely favoring her knee there. We might have a pretty serious injury, but it doesn't look like Kelly Klein cares at the moment. Respect or not, like I said earlier, I think this friendship might be over. And now Chris Caliber is out here to check on his wife. And, you know, we were talking earlier about how much this is a historic moment, but I have never seen somebody manhandle somebody else like that. This is insane.
I'm breathtaking. Two matches back to back that have just, wow.
And as Kelly Klein makes her way out here, obviously Kelly Klein, very impressive display, your new Emerge Women's Champion, but we obviously have to worry about the well-being of Karma here. Karma has... And now, I think, there's my niece again. I think she mentioned that, I think she kind of noticed something was wrong there. Came over to tell Karma it's going to be okay. But I think Karma's hurt here. and now the fans paying their respect to Karma, but the verdict stands via a submission victory, and who would have thought that Karma would tap out, but through a submission victory, your new Emerge Women's Champion is Kelly Klein.